I had to smush a spider. My name is Kashify. Welcome to These Forbidden Brutes. I had to smush a spider. I had him in here. I know that he probably wouldn't be in here if he was a brown recluse, but he certainly was clear and tannish, kind of a grayish tan, but clear, you know what I mean? And that's kind of the description that I have of brown recluse spiders. However, he, she, I'm not sure. They were very not afraid. That's for damn sure. But when I squished it, and I'm like, I kept trying to move it back to the pillow so I could find something to put it in so I could put it outside. And it was like so fucking quick. So fucking quick. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop him. I couldn't get him back far enough so that I could find something to put him in so I could put him outside, that I had to smush him. And then, you want to know what? You want to know what? Sounds like a kid's tale. It sounds like a child's story that they're telling. I sound like a child telling a story. But seriously, what ended up happening was I smushed him, and then I went to look for his remains so that I could give him a proper goodbye and apologize. Well, apologize and make sure that he had a proper goodbye. They had a proper goodbye. Nowhere. But I know damn well that they are not exactly. I do hope everyone's okay in this instance with this sirens, however. I know they could not possibly have made it out of that. I used all of my pressure. There should be a mark. There should absolutely be a mark, a stain, or somewhere their body should be. Somewhere. But it is not. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I wanted to be able to get him in some position, like to stop moving, basically. But he had no fear. No fucking fear. He was like a bat out of hell trying to make it somewhere safe when I was trying to put him somewhere safe. Apparently, somewhere safe was in the exact opposite direction in his mind as to where. And he was right, because I was going to put him out the window in the exact opposite direction as where I was putting him, but I needed to be able to scoop him up to do that. And that was, come hell or high water, what he was going to allow me to do, apparently. So, shit. But so many. He didn't do anything to me. He didn't hurt me. He didn't bite me. He scared the shit out of me. I didn't want to hurt him. I didn't want to. But it's we had this conversation. Spiders do not belong inside. This for me is inside. I know there are a lot of cracks and crevices and probably, the seals aren't so tight and secure, but this is still my inside. Bugs do not belong in my inside. This is my shelter. Bugs do not belong in my shelter, in my home. And they know this. They know this. Mosquitoes got killed last night. We had this conversation. We've had this conversation several times. Unless I'm saving you from a torrential rain and you're big enough for me to pick up and I bring you in this vehicle to help you, if you're not brought in this vehicle by my capable hands knowing you're coming in this vehicle, knowing, not unknowingly, but knowing you're coming in this vehicle, you are not to be in this vehicle. And that's all I have to say about that. For real. I'm not a big tiny surprise crawly person. You know? There was a chipmunk under my hood. I don't know what he's biting, and I certainly don't want him to get caught in the engine when I start it up. There was a chipmunk under my car the other day. I almost fucking hit a goose, and then the goose just wanted to wobble, wobble, wobble. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Not wobble, but still, either way, there's a wobble around the middle to get the oceans. Or lack thereof, who knows. Anyways. He just wanted to lead my way, lead me out. Or she, I don't know. Again, I don't study these things. To lead me out of the parking lot where I was at. Did not want to move. I had to wait for him to decide which side of the road he wanted to go on. Just sit there and wait. Maybe that's a message. And then, of course, I saw a bald eagle, which I couldn't record quick enough. I had to delete that. Then the swan. Then the muskrat. I think there was something else too. I can't remember right now. Oh, then, of course, the mosquitoes and the spider. And I'm sure there was something else too. Of course, there's plenty of like birds that I see, like sparrows or wrens. I'm not sure if it's a house wren or a chickadee or a sparrow. I'm not positive. You don't really hear much chickadee dee dee dee, much of that anymore. But someone had talked about a mantis being, and I want to calm myself down enough to hear the mantis being, but it is heartbreaking to lose somebody. But if you don't know them that well, like that spider, I didn't know that spider that well. I mean, you don't kill somebody just because you don't know them that well. Like, it's not any less of a sad story how they die. Everything is being healed. Everything is being healed. Everything will be healed slowly. Slowly. Very slowly. Oop. I'm charging my phone so that the green light is on in the background because that's my little plugger inner. Anyways, everything is going to be just fine. For you, for me, for disclosure, for this country, for other countries, for the world. And we don't necessarily have to come to a one world government. It doesn't have to be like that. But it works best that way only because we're unified and agreeing to that one world government. We are neighbors helping neighbors, communities helping communities, and friends helping friends. And it's not a dependence on each other. It's devotion to each other. All right, well, I'm going to hope that's a lot of the message there. You know, we don't worship each other. We love each other. And we're devoted to each other. We want to continue to help. We help one another on a daily basis just by a smile. And we continue to do that every day that we're on this planet. So, keep your head up. I love you. I love you. And you deserve to be loved. You deserve all the love that there is in the universe. I promise. I stake my life on it.